Hello, my name is Jonathan Berlinski, and we will be explaining how to do an oil change today. You will need these required things for this oil change. You will also need ramps, something to drain the oil in, the tool for the oil, and you will need um, the, the tool for the oil filter, I'm sorry, and you will need the tool for the drain plugs to drain the oil. First thing you'll do, you will drive up onto the ramps so you can get underneath the car and you are able to access the drain plug. Put something down so you don't get dirty. Um, and then you put the bucket underneath where the drain plug is and unscrew the drain plug with the tools required. Once you do that, it will drain the oil, and it takes a couple minutes for it to fully drain out, and wait till it's completely drained out. Next, you will locate in the owner's manual where the oil filter is located. It could be somewhere on the side of the car, could be underneath, or could be on top. It all depends on the vehicle. But the owner's manual should be able to tell you where it's exactly located. Once you locate it and notice the oil is completely drained, you will then take off the oil filter, and you should have purchased another one to replace it. Once you have it, you lube the O-ring on top of the oil filter and screw it back in by hand. And put it hand tight. Do not use the tool to tighten it back because you could crack the oil housing itself, and then that could cost a lot more money for you just to replace. Once you do that, you go underneath the car again and you put the drain plug back in. You tighten it a little bit by the tool so you don't strip it, and then you could strip the bolt where it is, and then you would have to purchase an oil pan, which could, depend on the car, could cost you maybe $50 or even up to $200-300, maybe more. Next up, you should have purchased oil for your vehicle. Could be synthetic, could be regular, all depends on the vehicle, of course. And then in the owner's manual, it should say how much you have to put into the vehicle. The oil where you actually put it in should be somewhere on top of the motor, and it should actually say either oil or what type of oil you should be putting in. And you take the plug out and put it into required amount, and then you will, once you do that, you'll then reset the oil life in your vehicle to show that it was actually changed, which also should be said in the actual owner's manual. Oil is actually very important to change because it could cause very bad engine wear, could actually make your engine not last as long, which I recommend doing an oil change every maybe 5,000 miles, depends on the vehicle, of course. But like not replacing the oil will cause like engine wear, as in like the pistons might, be shredding. You will actually notice in the oil that there are shreds of metal once you start draining it because it's not done properly on time, or you even hear your engine start knocking because of oil changes not done on time, or also not enough oil. And also, of course, plenty of places like Meineke, Jiffy Lube always tell you replace the oil right on time because the engine could actually cost you maybe to $20,000, depends on the car. For you to do this oil change, it would actually save you a lot more money from doing it yourself, because you go to a place, they could charge you a lot for oil. Of course, if you don't know anything, they'll even charge you more, because that's how places work. If you go to a dealer, they will charge you maybe even $1,000 just for an oil change, because it's very hard to do. You also remember to check the oil level by, it's either it'll stay in your car while you're driving, all depends on the car, or there's a dipstick which you pull out and clean it and then put it back in, so you can actually tell if it's actually at the level. If it's too low, you always add more. Again, it's very important to change your oil. It's you make the best motor last the longest and without any problems.